Goodness to supply every want, mercy to forgive every sin, goodness to provide, mercy to pardon. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. This must be one of the sweetest phrases ever penned, so we're going to look at it in a couple of other translations. The NEB says, "Goodness and love unfailing, these will follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long." The TEV says, "I know that your goodness and love will be with me all my life, and your house will be my home as long as I live." The MSG says, "Your beauty and love chase after me every day of my life. I'm back home in the house of Yahweh for the rest of my life." To read this verse is like opening a box of jewels. Each word sparkles and begs to be examined in the face of our doubts. Goodness, mercy, all the days, dwell in the house of the Lord forever. These words sweep in on insecurities like a SWAT team on terrorists. Look at the first word. Surely. David didn't say, maybe goodness and mercy shall follow me, or possibly goodness and mercy shall follow me. It's not, I have a hunch that goodness and mercy will follow me. And David could have used any one of those phrases, but he didn't. He believed in a sure God that makes sure promises and provides a sure foundation. Our moods may shift, but God's doesn't. Our minds may change, but God's doesn't. Our devotion may falter, but God never does. Even if we are faithless, He is faithful, for He cannot betray Himself, as it says in 2 Timothy 2:13. He is a sure God. And because He is a sure God, we can state confidently that surely goodness and mercy will follow me. So what follows that word surely is the goodness and mercy. If the Lord is the shepherd who leads us as the sheep, his flock, then goodness and mercy are like the two sheepdogs that guard the rear of the flock. Goodness and mercy, not goodness alone, because we are sinners in need of mercy, and not mercy alone, because we are fragile and we need God's goodness. We need both. Goodness and mercy. It's the celestial escort of God's flock. And if that duo doesn't reinforce your faith, try the phrase, all the days of my life. What a huge statement. I mean, look at the size of it. Goodness and mercy follow the children of God each and every day. Think of the days that lie ahead. What do you see? Days in a dead-end job? God will be at your side. He will walk you through. Days of loneliness? He will take your hand. Days of change and hard transitions? God will be at your side. Surely goodness and mercy will follow us. Not some, not most, not nearly all, but all of the days of our life. And what is He going to do during those days? This is Max Lucado's favorite word. He will follow us. And what a surprising way to describe God. We are accustomed to a God who just remains in one place, a God who sits enthroned in heaven and rules and ordains. David, however, envisions this mobile and active God. Dare we do the same? Dare we envision a God who is following us, who pursues us, who chases us, who tracks us down and wins us over, who follows us with goodness and mercy all the days of our life? There's this fantastic song out right now, and it says that the devil thought he had me, but Jesus said, "You are mine." How close have we come to being entrapped in the snares of the enemy? That Jesus sought us out, pulled us out. He left the 99 for the one. He is following us. That's what our shepherd does. God is the God who follows. And I wonder, have you sensed Him following you? We often miss Him. We don't always know our helper when He is near, but He comes through the kindness of a stranger, the majesty of a sunset, the beauty in a snowfall, in the mystery of romance. He'll come through a word well spoken or a touch well timed. So have you sensed His presence? If so, that's when we should release our doubts and set them down. Be encumbered by them no longer. We are no candidate for insecurity. We're no longer a client of timidity. We can trust God. He's given His love to us. So why can't we give our doubts to Him? God gives us Himself. Even when we choose our house over his house and our trash over his grace, still he follows, never forcing us, never leaving us, patiently persistent, faithfully present. He uses all of his power to convince us that he is who he is, and we can trust him to lead us home, to lead us to where we should be. His goodness and his mercy will follow us all the days of our life. Amen.